G'day everyone. We're back on the old Honda today. Today we're going to be addressing a very common problem with these engines. The variable valve timing actuator valve. It's on the back of the engine here. I'll show you what they look like new. There's the new one. It's pretty simple. There's two plugs you've got to disconnect in the top there. And it's three 10mm bolts, but there is a harness that's connected there through that hole, which I'll need some long pliers to try and get out. I'll try. This is going to be probably too hard to film, but I'll try and show you. It's sort of down, if you can see the wires. Hang on, I'll try and get this cable back. You can see the wires. I'll see if I can get my hand down there and show you here. They've got to be unplugged. So I'll try and... So one of them you just press the tab in, like that. And the other one might be a bit harder, I think. Last time I took it out, I did take it out. They reckon... Now I'm going to try... I don't know how successful I'm going to be, like I said, filming this. I might be better to try and film back from here. Okay, I'm just gonna see. Yeah, it needs to go down a bit. I don't know if you can see, this is it here. And there's three bolts down there, but the exhaust is still hot. So, hang on. I'm trying to get everything where you could probably see it. And I'm going to try and unplug this other. Hang on. I'm moving hoses around at the moment, and I'll try and get this other plug off. It's just a push tab as well, so they're pretty simple. Okay, so I'm just going to pause the video for, well, stop the video because you can't pause it on these stupid things, and I'll get 10mm socket and we'll get that off. Alright, like I said, I really don't know what you can and can't see. I've tried to put this light on it, but it's in the, there you go, that's better. So what I'm trying to do is I've got to feel around here because there's three of these 10mm bolts, and of course they don't want to undo. Nah, that one doesn't want to come off. Let me loosen some. Oh, Jesus. Alright, there's one. I do apologise if you're looking at the sky or something now, because like I said, oh yeah. Okay, let me see. This is so hard because it's so hard to set up. I hope you can see. No, of course it's not going to unscrew. Probably should have waited. I've just run some engine flush through the engine because I'm changing the oil at the same time. but everything's still pretty hot. It's got the old camera curse, you know, you put the camera on, nothing ever goes right. I see other blokes make videos and they're really good, but I reckon, I don't know if they must have a couple of goes at it, but I just don't bother. I'm not an editing type person, so I'll leave all the mistakes in. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but that's what the bolt looks like. It's gonna go. These bloody Hondas are shit. There's nowhere to put bolts. There's just nowhere to put them. So I'll put them over the other side there. Now I tried. There should be another bolt. So there's one there. There's one there that I tried, and this one. Like I said, it's all done by feel, mate. These bolts, for some reason, they're stuck. Oh man, I don't know about that. All right, give me a minute. I'd rather get a spanner and try and get this out. Okay, I don't know if you can see, like I said, I'm trying to move this camera so you can, but I'm just using a bigger socket. Get a bit more leverage. I've managed to get them loose. I've got one that's cooperating. I should mention, you'll get an engine fault if this is faulty, and you'll also, it won't let you rev the engine. It's like it bucks up the road like a kangaroo hops up the road, and it won't let you accelerate, which is the common symptom. Okay, so as you can see, it's loose. It's very, very hot. I probably really shouldn't have done this. I'm having trouble because I'm trying to stay out of the way of the camera, but okay. Apparently there's a screen on the gasket that blocks up, but most of the time it's a pressure switch in these, and instead of just changing the pressure switch, they reckon you should change the whole lot. So the 3 bolts are out. I'm going to remove this, but there's a wiring harness that I was talking about before, which is sort of restricting my movement. So I'm going to have to remove the heat shield, I reckon, because it's actually attached to the heat shield. So that's what we'll try and do. I've got a spanner here. I probably should have loosened this bolt before I took this out. So, yeah. Alright. So there's one bolt on the side which I'll show you on the new one. I'm just removing. You don't really have to if you can get it out. when you put the new one in, you don't touch the heat shield, because the plug for the wiring harness will just push into the hole. So I'm going to remove the valve now. It should just come away, which it does, and falls down where I can't get it. There. This harness is so restrictive. Alright, the valve is gone. Walkabout. Hang on. The valve is gone. Hang on. I don't know where it's gone. There it is. That's the old valve. It's so bloody hot, I shouldn't have done this. It is sort of... I'll try and hold it here. You can see the mesh. I hope you can see the mesh. It's partially blocked. We'll get the camera out and we'll show you. Okay, I'll get you out of here. Alright. I hope you can see whatever I filmed. You can see there, they block up there, and this does have a lot of shit in it. So what happened with this car is that, I'll just get the new one and put it next to it. It had a breakdown, and it sat for a while, and it turned out to be the crank sensor. So you can see on the new one, there's the mesh. That's what it should look like, and that's what this one looks like. But like I said, we're not going to bother mucking around. I think it's usually that fails. But everyone I talk to, and every video that I've watched who do this, they say to change the whole thing. So we're just going to do that. We'll come back and we'll put that new one on. Okay, once again, I'm going to apologise in advance because I don't know what you can and can't see. I'm hoping I've cleaned away the surface. I've wiped the surface. I'm going to lower this down and try and get one of these bolts started if I can. I can't see what I'm doing, which always helps. So I'm guessing if I can get one started. Alright, I got that bottom one started. One here. You can probably see more than me, I hope you can. Apparently, if you're doing an oil change, you remove the oil filter. You can actually do this from the bottom as well, and you'll probably be able to see a bit more. But sorry that my hand is in front of the camera, but there's really not much I can do about it. So that's not a bolt hole. Where's that other bolt hole? I've got one in here and one up there. I'm just going to look. I can feel something there. That's not it. So where's the other one? There's the other one. So it's pretty simple. I mean, It's only taken me longer because one, the engine was hot. So you wouldn't do this, you'd let it cool down, but like I said, I just put engine flush through it. Yeah, and 2 on filming, which doesn't make it very quick. There were 2 clips in the heat shield for the wiring harness I was talking about, but if you just undo the heat shield from the old valve, you can get a pair along those pliers on and disconnect it. I will try and show you if space allows. Yeah, geez, I hope you can see. Like, I can't see what it's filming. This whole thing might end up in the scrap bin. Well, getting deleted, I should say. I'm actually going to have to watch it back to see if I've actually filmed anything. Alright, the bottom one's tight. That one's tight. And I've got to find the third one. That one's tight. Okay. Depending on what you can and can't see, I'm gonna just have a look, because now what I'm gonna do, sorry about the camera work, I really am, but I'm gonna plug those in. I've just got to remember. Okay, so you can't really make a mistake, because the round one, when the light's just given out, sorry. Hang on, I'll see if it'll come back on. There might be a power saver thing, or a battery's flat. There you go. She's flat. So what I'm going to do is plug this round one in. Now, you know, all new cars are pretty good, they only go in one way. So the round one's plugged in. That's for the switch. I don't know what this other one does, but I'm going to plug that in. You probably won't be able to see much now because there's no light. When I finish this, and I've got to plug the wiring harness in, but it's only like these 2 plugs that push into the side just to hold it. So I'm going to come back when we're ready to start it, because I've got to do an oil change, and I'm not going to film that. That's pretty basic. I know I've done them before, but that's pretty basic. But anyway, we'll be back when I'm ready to start. Okay, I've done the oil. I'm just going to fire it up. The keys. This is down there, make sure it's not spewing oil out. I did spill some, but everything looks good. Very hard to film down here. Everything looks good. Oil filter's not leaking. Right, I'm going to wipe off this rocket cover. It's the funnel I used is probably a bit too small. And that's going to do us for this video. I don't want to make it too long. Probably already too long. Please like, share and subscribe. This is just a second channel I've got. My other channel mainly deals with VYVZ Commodores. But every now and again I work on other people's cars, not very often, but just every now and again. And most of the stuff I've never done before. If you watch the Lancer one, you'll see what I mean. Everything's back in. I did unclip, I did actually move those hoses, just pull out. If you need to move them out of the way, that one and this one. That's the cruise control one. What I've got to do now is, because I had a light, and I'll show you. Because it had a light, I've got to go and get my scan tool and clear that, but I mean, that's no biggie. And then I'll take it for a run, make sure it's fixed, but I'm sure it will be. I'll see you in the next one. Like I said, please like. No one ever likes it. You'll get hundreds of watches and no one likes it. So I don't know why, there must be a reason, but it doesn't help me much. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.